Welcome back to the channel. With a season filled with some breakout young talent, we're going over our top 5 rookies of the season. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Right, let's kick things off then. Go on in, Steve. Who's your number 5, sir?
My number 5 is RICO Lewis.
Okay.
The Man City fullback. Started the season really well.
Yeah.
Any player that gets into the City team is obviously a top player at such a young age. He didn't play as much, didn't he, towards the middle of the season in the end, but I don't know if Pep was protecting him or...
See, in my head, he played more in the middle of the season because I think he played more when Cancelo went on loan.
He started. I'm sure he started the season.
I think he started a bit, but I'm sure he had made more of a dominant impact around when Cancelo went. Because funny enough, he's also my number 5.
Oh, is it?
So I'm sure because I was going to say that I felt like he had big shoes to fill when Cancelo left.
I haven't checked the appearance. I don't know how many times he started.
I think I don't know about starting, but I think he's played about 17 games.
Yeah, I was going to say about 15 games. But yeah, he'd probably be higher on my list if he kind of kept his place in the team all season.
Yeah, it's weird because he was keeping Walker out for a bit, weren't he?
Yeah, I don't know if Walker had an injury or what, but once Walker got back in, he was in, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And Ake obviously has been on the other side.
Well,
so.
I see it as because I think Pep sort of trialed him as that inverted winger, sort of how Trent's playing, and then I think he was like, well, if I have Walker in, I'd rather push Stones in midfield because he can do a better job, and then Stones probably taken over that role, hasn't he? So that's how I see it.
But any 18-year-old that can make
keep Carl Walker out of the team.
Be starting in for City as fair play. Deserves a shout out.
Yeah,
so
I think it's top class. Yeah,
your 5 as well.
Big future ahead of him.
Yeah, good player. Yeah.
Go on then. Let's go straight into number 4 then.
I'm going again, am I?
Well, I've just I also had RICO Lewis. It might be the case. We're probably going to have the same list.
Yeah, we'll say more of that before.
Go on then.
You do your
I'll give you my number 4 then. It's Enciso, Brighton.
Yeah.
Sort of. So you know what? I felt like he blasted onto the scene after that absolute screamer, which I think was against Chelsea, if my memory serves me correctly. But he's been top tier since he's sort of cemented his place in the team now.
Yeah, it's just another one off the Brighton production line, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, we know what we say about the way they run, what a run club they are, well-run club. But yeah,
top talent, mate.
Top talent. I think I think
he's already got like four goals, 3 assists or something.
Yeah, and he didn't break through until kind of like back end of the season, did he? So,
yeah, but I still think he's played like 17 games. So
he's done well.
And I'm sure that Chelsea game was only 10 games ago, so he must have obviously had a few games that just went under the radar a bit. But yeah, he's definitely stepped his game up, and he looks more and more of a bit of a force to be reckoned with.
Big talent. I think he can play anywhere across the front 3 really as well.
I think him and Matoma they sort of swap over quite often. So yeah,
I did when I was looking at to put my list together. I did think about Matoma. I knew he was older than 21, but I didn't know he was 25.
I didn't know. I thought it was like 23. Yeah. Well, when we're doing the list, I wanted to keep it as sort of like the young star. Ideally, come through the academy, like that sort of style of things, because I think we had a little chat about it. We could obviously bang like Haaland and Odegaard and stuff like that.
At one point, and then I realised that he played the whole season in France.
Yeah, so. It's not really ideal, but right. So who was your number 4 then?
That was my number 4 as well.
Oh,
yeah, I thought I said that. Sorry, I was like, we're both number 4. So
okay,
both
so both got Enciso as our number 4. Go on then, who's number 3? Are we gonna have the same?
Nah, I don't think you even would have thought this one.
All right, go on then.
So my number 3 is STEFAN BAJCETIC.
Definitely didn't.
I think I said that wrong, but you know what I mean.
STEFAN BAJCETIc.
Yeah, maybe. Might have got that, you know. The guy who, lad at Liverpool who broke through.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, broke through when we were appalling.
Where's he gone?
He's got injured.
I was going to say, because he looked like he was having a...
Yeah, so when we were at our worst, when our midfield was literally invisible, and we were shocking, losing every week, he kind of got into the team and played really well and kept his place, and he was like massive for us. I think like he was a really, really big player for us, and unfortunately when we were really bad and Thiago was injured, we had a few injuries, I think he probably got overplayed. We relied on him a bit too much. I think he probably started like 8, 9, 10 games in a row and he probably needed rest, and then he got injured till the end of the season. So unfortunate for him, but yeah, massive talent.
Great opportunity in the first place. So sometimes you need that as a youngster. I think it was like Rashford got it back in the day. That you just, if there's not anyone in that position, they need someone to step in. Like Ollie Skip's getting out of Spurs in a minute, but if that window of opportunity comes in, you just got to take it with both hands. Yeah. And he definitely did.
He's only 18, and what I love about him as well, he's just so confident on the ball. Like if someone presses him, he happily receive the ball off the centre back. People pressing him, and just turn him.
Well, that's what you need for a midfielder,
that takes confidence. As a young player.
Exactly.
So look forward to seeing what he does next season. I think he'll be a big player for us.
Okay, I like it. That's a big one. My number 3 is big Evan Ferguson.
Ooh, you're number 3.
Didn't say that quite clearly, but yeah, Brighton. top talent, big, dominant striker, fast and good in the air.
Quality. I think he's like the Wish Haaland. If you ordered Haaland off Wish, you'd get him.
Yeah, I mean,
which is nothing against him. He's a quality player.
Yeah, he's definitely got a big future. I think he's from Republic of Ireland, isn't he? And I think he's got a lot of hype for the national team. And I think he's got quite a lot of big eyes on him. I've heard him linked with United. I mean, I'd happily take him if Kane actually did leave. I think he's got 6 goals, 2 assists.
I think, but he doesn't. He's been in and out, hasn't he? He's not really had a.
I don't think they've been like full games. Yeah, and he's been coming off early or coming on late.
So yeah, like I mean, if you did lose Kane to say United or something, he'd be the one I'd go for.
Yeah, 18.
You've got to go for him. How much do you reckon it'd cost?
Easily 40 million, yeah.
40, 50?
I reckon 40.
I mean, the way he plays, 18 years old, that.
Yeah, but do you know what? Like, sometimes you get them strikers that they need the delivery, they need that, and he feels like he's someone who can get stuck in, get the ball on the turn, and then just run at strikers, run at defenders. Even he's got a lot. I reckon he's got a lot to his game.
Yeah.
He's quite versatile in that sense.
I think he's probably like a mixture in between a Haaland and a Kane.
Yeah.
So he's a bit more direct than Kane.
Yeah.
And he's powerful like Haaland, but not quite as like just straight steamroll through. He's got a bit more to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's definitely
proper goal
scorer. Exciting prospect.
100%. Yeah, really right.
So it'd be interesting to see where he ends up. I mean, if he stays at Brighton, he could have a massive future at Brighton.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously secured Europe now.
It's interesting. A player like that, before this time last season, a player like that might have been tempted. Say a Spurs come in for him, they might be tempted to go. But now Brighton have such a good season.
Well, to be fair, why would he come to Spurs?
Well, yeah, no,
if we're not going to be in Europe, they are.
But I can't think.
I mean, apparently he's a lifelong United fan. So if United come knocking, it's like ideally probably he's going to trump up.
But I mean, Brighton having season and that they have and being in Europe next season, like 100%. You might as well stay for a year.
And to be fair, I mean, we've got Undav, but who's really going to sort of like keep him out of the team?
Yeah,
whereas United, they've got a big wag horse.
Yeah, no, he's going back to Burnley, isn't he?
Is he?
They need him back for the Premier League season.
Is he on loan? I thought they brought it.
They need him back for the Premier League season.
Oh yeah. No,
he's got no goals, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, he's completely different sort of player.
He's
a completely different player, and he's. I don't think he's been brought in for goals, but but you look at the players as well. We're going off subject here, but
slightly.
No one looks for him. I see like Bruno and stuff that like he's crying out for his arms are in the air, and they're like, nah, fuck that.
Nah, well they've just brought him in to kind of steady the ship until they get Kane in the summer.
Yeah, he's just a hard worker. Yeah, you keep saying that, mate. He's just on the train. Right, give me your. Was that my third? Isn't it? So give me your. Oh, you've given me your third. So give me your second.
My second is my boy Lavia.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know how much I rate him. I speak about him every week. Quality player. Obviously signed from Man City Academy in the summer. Obviously took his Premier League chance this season. Well, Southampton obviously are the worst team in the league. We said before they've got some good young players and they're just a bit more experience around them. They might have been okay, but it's just a proper box-to-box player, or he can play in as the holder.
I mean he's
tackling, driving forward. I really rate him.
Yeah, he's my number 2 as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, like
you didn't know who he was before I mentioned him a few weeks ago.
Nah, that's not true, mate. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, he's quality player.
I mean, he's been quality.
I'd love him at Liverpool.
Arguably their second best player alongside Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's been playing in a poor Southampton team. Reminds me a little bit like Kante, to be fair, like a little bit like that, but a little bit more of that box-to-box player, like driving forward. But he's a good player, mate.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah. So, okay, well, I'll give you my number 1 then.
Go for it.
I don't think you were going to respect this, because when we were texting earlier, you gave me the impression that you weren't going to buy it.
Have you cheated?
But, first season in the Prem, he's only 21.
Oh, I know you've gone for.
And I've gone for my number 1
Saliba.
is no.
Oh right, good, fine.
Brennan Johnson.
No.
What do you mean no?
You can't have him.
He's never played in the Premier League.
Mate, he's played 90 pro games before this season.
In
League One Championship, and now he's
yeah, that's what I mean. I wanted to give him a shout out because I think he's had a fantastic season.
Give him an honourable mention. You can't include
we're not doing him honourable mentions.
Rookie of the year, and he's played 90
Yeah, but
games
technically,
before.
I mean, he's on the cusp of it.
How many times have you played this season? Like 30 probably?
36.
he's on 126 career appearances and he's in your Rookies of the Year.
Yeah, I've got to have him, mate. I've got to have him. When I was looking for us, I've got to have him. No, you can't. Yeah, but he's been playing in Forest, an up-and-coming team from the... Like, Saliba's been touted, scouted. He's been at Arsenal for 3 years. He's been loaned out. You can't have that.
Mate, you should have said, if we're allowed players that have been in the Championship and then took the step up to the Prem, I would have had Patrick Bamford, mate. Fuck off.
I'm surprised he went in your floppers.
Joking, he's awful.
But
it would be if he was a sign.
to be fair, we might have to do that. We're going to have to we'll talk later. But yeah, I think he's been fantastic. Him and Gibbs White have been sensational for Forest. Big part of why they're staying up. Yeah, again, another thing. Because he's been in the Prem.
He's on his second Prem.
But yeah, I mean, alongside Gibbs White, he's arguably been Forest's best player of the season. So I had to give him a big shout out. I think he's only got 8 goals, to be fair, and a couple of assists. But his link-up play and his work rate's been superior.
He's another boy as well, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's come through the academy and everything. That's why I thought it's acceptable, because he's always been at Forest.
So
come through the academy.
Their first Prem season, unless they're from that place.
Unless I say so.
90 games. Did you see the video of him though, where he pulled outside the pub in his range after the game the other day and just put his head out the roof and they were all like chanting to him.
Yeah, they loved it, mate. Go on then, who's your number 1 then?
Surely you've got to be... Before I give the number 1, I wonder if we're ever going to do one of these lists and you're not going to cheat.
Half a cheat.
Cheated on the flipping thingy one as well, didn't you?
What, Enzo Fernandez a flop?
Yeah, that's the half a season for
Yeah, well, he played 17 games, mate.
Oh, fair enough.
Or 16.
Yeah, my number 1 is Evan Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
So obviously we spoke about him. I think he's quality. I think he'll be a top player. Yeah, proper goal scorer. We've said it all really. Quality. So he's my number 1 without cheating.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll take it. I mean, 2 top lists, mate.
Yeah, good list.
Right, I suppose no honourable mentions then.
No honourable mentions. You know what?
Well, I did have one.
Oh,
but then I was like,
you got to tell us.
because I wasn't sure. I was like, and it's a little bit like a Brennan Johnson, because I'm pretty sure he played 6 games last season.
Here we go. Yeah, 6 games is all right, but 90 games in your career. Go on, what you got?
Somerville,
yeah, good player.
I think he's had a decent season.
Yeah, oh, actually, that's a good point. What's his name? Gonto. Nonto?
Yeah.
He's a shout for an honourable mention.
Yeah,
but I have got an honourable mention that I'd like to talk about.
Go on. It's got to be 21 though, or younger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, this guy. Yeah, I think this guy must only be like 21.
Yeah.
Jesse Lingard.
Oh yeah. I've heard he's good up.
Well, if you're having Brennan Johnson, I might as well.
Fuck off, he's at 32, isn't he? Well, let us know in the comments, guys, if you agree with our lists and if there's any youngsters that we've left out that you feel deserve a mention.
Or players that have played over 100 career appearances.
Exactly. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Cheers, guys.